Dr. Arthur Pendleton, a behavioral biologist at a quiet university, spends his days studying the limits of avian intelligence. In his sterile, dimly lit laboratory, he conducts facial recognition experiments on a massive, glossy-eyed raven named Ogden. To test how the bird perceives threats, Arthur and his team wear specific, expressionless latex masks while acting aggressively toward the bird. During one late-night experiment, a freak accident occurs. The cage door malfunctions, Ogden panics, and Arthur's assistant mistakenly injures the bird's wing while trying to restrain it. Arthur is wearing his actual face, not the mask, when he steps in to soothe the animal. In that quiet, heavy moment, the raven locks its pitch-black eyes onto Arthur's face. It doesn't blink. It just stares, encoding every feature, every line, and every detail of Arthur's identity into its memory. Within days, the atmosphere in Arthur's quiet suburban neighborhood begins to shift. At first, it is subtle. A single crow sitting on a street lamp outside his house, watching him walk to his car. But soon the numbers grow. Dozens of crows line the power lines above his driveway, completely silent, turning their heads in perfect unison whenever Arthur steps outside. The paranoia creeps into his home. His 8-year-old daughter, Maya, complains that she can't sleep because black birds are perching on her windowsill, tapping their beaks against the glass and staring into her bedroom. Arthur tries to dismiss it as a seasonal migration pattern, but deep down, a cold dread begins to take root. Arthur returns to his lab and dives into deep research, analyzing audio recordings of the local flocks. He uncovers a terrifying breakthrough in corvid linguistics. The birds aren't just reacting to him, they are communicating. Using intricate rhythmic variations in their caws, they are actively describing Arthur's physical features to other flocks. The grudge is a virus, and it is spreading across the state. Flocks from 50 miles away, birds that have never even seen Arthur, begin to gather along his commute. When he walks down city streets, the birds sound a specific, piercing alarm call, dive-bombing him while leaving the surrounding crowds completely untouched. The town begins to turn on Arthur, blaming his reckless behavioral research for the sudden, aggressive avian plague terrorizing the community. The situation escalates into a living nightmare when a massive sudden blackout plunges the entire county into darkness. Communication networks go dead. Stranded at home, Arthur looks out his window to see the trees heavy with thousands of silent, waiting silhouettes. The birds begin a coordinated, intelligent siege on the house, systematically shattering the windows and cutting the backup power lines. Realizing his family is in imminent danger, Arthur packs his wife, Clara, and Maya into the family car, desperate to escape the city. As they speed down a foggy, deserted highway, the headlights suddenly illuminate a literal wall of black feathers blocking the asphalt. Thousands of crows sit shoulder to shoulder, completely blocking the road. The car engine sputters and dies, plunging them into total isolation. A single massive crow, Ogden, lands heavily on the hood of the car, staring through the cracked windshield directly into Arthur's terrified eyes. Arthur looks back at his weeping family in the backseat and realizes the horrifying truth. The hive mind's memory is permanent, and they will never stop hunting him. Seeking to save his family, Arthur unlocks the door and steps out into the freezing night air, raising his hands in surrender. Ogden spreads his wings and lets out a deafening climactic cry. In a split second, the entire flock takes flight at once, a massive swirling tidal wave of black wings rushing directly into the camera, blocking out the sky and plunging the world into a pitch-black void.